Happy Friday, everybody. It's hashtag FAQ Friday, live from my office in the Lake District. And oh my goodness, there's lots going on this week again, and lots of frequently asked questions. And it opened a can of worms for my frequently asked questions last week when I was talking about ecosystems, circular economy, and actually how environmentally friendly you are being with climate change, etc. Now, this week's frequently asked question has come from a number of businesses in hotspot areas, actually, which is quite fascinating, as the expectations of being busy through staycation continue, and it's not actually coming to fruition. So what's happening is that it is quite quiet out there. Some businesses are doing very, very well, and some businesses are not even moving in a positive direction, and they're wondering why. When you look at what they've been doing, a lot of businesses in the hotspot areas have forgotten how to actually market their business to the outside world, to their ideal client. That's one of the issues. The other issues is they may have been increasing their prices last year to, as they would say, claw back some of the money that they lost, or to make the best use of supply and demand, or actually try and increase prices to actually cover the cost of the current increase in prices. So there's a number of reasons why people did what they did. Some actually took advantage a little bit too much, and it gave a bit of a sour taste on the customers' mouths, in the fact that they were feeling a little bit aggravated that the return, the value of what they were paying didn't balance at all. So that has had a knock-on effect, as well as other influences in the industry, such as you are now competing, as people are getting tight with the money. If you're in your ideal clients in that band of bracket, as they are getting tight with the money, you are now actually competing against the white goods market. So if somebody needs a new washer or etc., then they will actually get that instead of going away. So there's so many elements that's actually currently affecting our industry, as well as obviously the increase in pricing, etc. So what can you do? Well, number one, you've got to actually look at your ideal client. You've got to be really clear who that is, and find out what they're going through right now. What is their pains, and what do they need from you? What do you help and support them in the journey with? How can you actually make sure that they get the best out of your product, facility, or service? Is it something that you're continuously reminding them about, or do you forget to actually market to them? Do you forget to communicate with them? And if so, how can you do that? How can you actually do that? Well, you need to know where your ideal client is actually looking right now. You need to know all about your ideal client. What are they doing right now? What are they looking for? What is the pains that they've got, the problems, the issues that they need your solution for? And that's with everything, not just hospitality, that's with everything. And what gain do you give them? What pleasure, what solution do you create to help and support your ideal clients? So if they're tired, they're working flat out and they just want a breakaway, then how much can they afford, and what can they do to be able to access you? And how easy is it to actually go through the system, the booking system, the reservations? And are you offering things like breaks away for a birthday celebration, anniversary, so it makes it easy for your ideal client to make that decision? So currently, how is it impacting your business? Well, there's a lot of businesses doing okay, but there are quite a lot who are really struggling and asking those questions. But you've got to start focusing on what you can do rather than what you can't do. And you've got to start moving forward and actually actioning all those areas, you know, finding out about your ideal client, knowing exactly what they're looking for right now and how you can attract them and how you can actually target them. So many businesses are not using the data that you've got. So many businesses are, but is it quality data? Is it quality data that you're using? And remember that if you are not keeping in touch and keeping at the forefront of your ideal client's mind, they will actually start to wonder to somebody else who is starting to highlight in front of them. So be aware of that, keep in touch with them, keep on top of it. And it will impact your customers, because your customers, your guests who are wanting to come and spend time with you, or wanting to come to the restaurant, or come to experience what you're offering, your product, facility or service, they are actually desperate for to be looked after, but they want great value for money. They want to be looked after. They want an experience. And gone are the days where, you know, putting a bottle of wine and a box of chocolates in a room is an experience. Far from it. Everybody's looking far more, and guest expectations are far higher than they've ever been. And I've been talking about this for the last 2 or 3 years now. But it's really important that you exceed your guest expectations and really make happy memories that they can talk about, and they can constantly express and market for you by word of mouth. And this will obviously impact the employees in your business, because if you are quiet, you start offering shorter term hours, which has a knock-on effect to their economy within their own personal home. And there's so many issues with regard to that. And if you know, go down the route of actually losing staff, which hopefully you won't be able to do that, because the current crisis, staffing crisis, wouldn't, you know, you'd probably be able to balance off your facilities and services right now. Then look at what you can do to help and train and develop your team to get them on top, and to be able to market out there, and actually do think tank meetings with your whole team who are on the ground with your ideal client. Get a mind map done. What are they looking for? They will know your ideal client as well as you do, if not better. So please, you know, use your team by asking them, you know, what can they see? What would they think would be a great marketing advantage? Really get your whole team involved with that. It massively helps, and more the merrier. And how can you support yourself, your team and your employees right now? Well, work together is the key. Teamwork makes the dream work is a usual saying, but focus on what you can do. Be positive, focus on your ideal client, fall in love with your ideal client, and actually help and support them to be able to come and experience your facility, product, facility or service, whatever that may be, and really look after them, as well as your team and yourself. Make sure you're getting that time off, but watch your finances, watch your figures, make sure your cash flow is okay, is in a positive way. If not, look at ways that increasing that, whether you do gift vouchers, whether you do advanced booking rates, where it's really, you know, looking at areas where it's normally off peak. Look at ways to actually increase your guests coming to those times as well, to help and support you. You know, lots of different trends are happening right now. Lots of people are dining early, more than they've ever done, and look at ways to actually increase people who dine later, if your peak time has just shifted from 7 to 9 o'clock to 6 till 7 o'clock. So look at ways in which you can actually increase your peak times and actually offer more value within your operation. So I hope that's helped. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy weekend. And as always, you can contact me, Alison at ajlakes.com. Please take care and look after yourselves. All the best. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. Take care.